Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, dear viewers, and welcome to Success Path, where we explore different success stories in a world filled with endless distractions. Finding meaningful and inspiring content can be challenged. My guest today is a young content creator who has chosen a different path, one that brings wisdom, faith, and spiritual reflection on social media. Ahmed Mohammed Said, welcome with us. It's a pleasure having you here with us again.
It's a pleasure to have me. It's a pleasure that you have me here. I'm so honored and delighted that you invited me for the invitation again. And yeah, it's my favorite, it's my favorite setting to talk in the English language and about my favorite topic, which is the religion of Islam. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us
You're very
again.
welcome.
So, in order to continue our conversation, could you tell us a little bit about your content creation journey so we can start the conversation?
Yeah, so I started my content creation journey around the beginning of 2022 when I got really close with the idea of death, of dying, and what was I going to leave behind. And in turn of that, I became more religious. I came closer to my deen, Islam. And then, I was like, I know English, I know a thing or two about my religion. Let me remind people of these, reminders. Alhamdulillah, over the course of the years, people have accepted my messages, and it's been great. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, that's so great. So let's go and come back to continue our questions with Ahmed. So, Ahmed, how has sharing religious content changed or deepened your own understanding and practicing of faith?
Alhamdulillah, the thing that I've recognized with the content creation is that it held me accountable. Meaning, I don't say what I don't do. I say what I do, and I do what I say. Meaning, there's this ayah in the Quran, and we've talked about it, I think, the last time, which is لا أتأمرون الناس بالبر وتنسون أنفسكم وأنتم تتلون الكتاب أفلا تعقلون. So I always make sure that whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm advising or reminding people of, I'm doing it myself. And the thing is, people, are the beautiful community that I have built, alhamdulillah, always remind me and holds me accountable when they see me doing something wrong, like don't do this, don't do that. Specifically, the community is the thing that has helped me most, alhamdulillah, with my religion.
Faith has always been a challenging topic to talk about on social media. Have you faced any criticism or challenges related to discussing religious topics, as I said?
Yes, of course. Criticism is just a part of being a public figure. But the thing is that is really important is that you have to let in the constructive criticism, which also sounds harsh, just like the destructive one. And most content creators don't differentiate. Some people are trying to build you when they say, don't do music on your TikTok, don't do this and this. That constructive criticism is very important. I have to let it in.
It's helpful.
Exactly, it's helpful. And the thing that has helped me overcome those challenges is to remember that I'm not doing it for people. Always remember who I'm doing it for, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that takes a lot of pressure off pleasing people. I don't please people, I'm trying to please my Creator. Say what you want to say that I'm trying to show off for my religion. A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, to remember who I'm doing it for is the thing that has helped me most, alhamdulillah.
That's very beautiful.
You're very welcome.
Okay, how do you see your content evolving in the future? Are there any projects or any other platforms that you want to be more engaged in?
Yes, of course. Alhamdulillah, I started my own YouTube channel, I started my own Instagram, and on TikTok specifically, I'm doing every single day a live stream for 36 days leading up to the month of Ramadan, to raise people's faith.
Yes,
and
that's very
alhamdulillah, it's been going great, alhamdulillah. On YouTube, I'm going to be posting a lot of vlogs, going to Friday prayers and sharing hadiths, a lot of podcasts about religious topics, and also recitations.
And
long
are there any
recitations.
plans for Ramadan?
Specifically, yes, I'm going to continue with these live streams, and every single day we're going to be talking about, and explaining the meanings behind certain ayats, and just go deeper and deeper with religion, more than before Ramadan.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, what advice would you give to other young people who want to use social media as their platform to spread positivity and beneficial content?
Yes, the important thing is to stay neutral, meaning don't take the praise to heart and don't take the criticism to heart. Remember who you're doing it for. You're not doing it for the people, you're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this way, as I've said, you should let in the constructive criticism. Don't be using music on your TikTok and expect people to like it, or it sounds harsh when people wake you up.
Exactly.
Make sure you're aware of that, surroundings, and make sure you always stay neutral. Don't take the praise nor the criticism to heart. It's not personal, you're doing it for the sake of Allah. Let people say what they want to say so that you can be more consistent. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. What is the ultimate goal you hope to achieve with your content, and what messages do you most want to leave with your audience?
Yeah, so the ultimate goal was the purpose of the beginning of the account, which is Sadaqa Jariyah, after my death, inshallah. And the second goal, I would say, an impact. I wanna see a lot more youngsters, specifically in Fajr prayer. When I go to pray Fajr throughout the year, I look to my left, I look to my right, there's a lot of gray hairs, as we've talked about. And there isn't much youngsters. I want to see an impact. I want to see people who just need a little push towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from persons like in their age, just like myself. And that's what I'm trying to do, alhamdulillah, the impact. And yeah.
That's very good. Okay, as a content creator, do you ever feel pressure to constantly evolve and give some new ideas, new thoughts, new experiences?
Yes, yes. You know, modern times are rapidly changing with AI, with the
Exactly.
video editing and so on and so forth. I always try to stay on top of my game and try my best to make the best quality of content using different tools that we have, so the cameras, the editing, the microphones, and yeah, that's what.
Okay, looking back, is there any specific moment when you realized the real impact of your content on people's lives, on people's way of thinking and minds?
Alhamdulillah, you know, they always say the impact always comes from the closest people. So of course,
Exactly.
strangers always sends me messages. Alhamdulillah, a lot of people have, you know, changed their perspective about Islam, but specifically the family members, the friends, seeing their support, seeing their change, seeing them calling me like, hey, we're gonna go to Fajr, do you want to come with us? That didn't used to happen. And that impact in itself, like seeing my own people becoming more religious because they've felt inspired from what I did, is the, you know, it's life-changing, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that's so beautiful,
yeah.
Imad. Dear viewers, let's go and come back to continue our conversation with Imad, a religious content creator. So, Imad, what is a common misconception about content creation that you'd like to change on people's minds?
So the number one common misconception is that people think I'm perfect. Not specifically me, but any content creator about religion, people expect them to always be good and always do good and always show up
Yes.
with that energy, which is not true. We're humans, we make mistakes, we're
Of
still
course.
learning, and you know, it's just a part of our human journey. We're only reminding people. It's just a reminder, I'm not a perfect human being, I'm just like you, I'm trying my best, and you should try your best as well. That's it.
Okay. If you could go back and give advice to your past self at the start of your journey, what would that advice be?
So, alhamdulillah, I wouldn't give a specific advice to my younger self, otherwise I wouldn't be here. With all the
Yes.
challenges, with all the good or and the
It
bad.
shaped your path and
It's
your
shaped my path,
career.
exactly, barakallahu fiqh. But I would love to tell him to ittaqillah. Meaning, when you have taqwa in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're going to be more consistent. Because I wasn't consistent specifically last year. I was busy with work, with life, and I kind of, you know, let go of this content creation, didn't realize the importance of it. Because I wasn't you know, as close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I wasn't really aware of the responsibility and opportunity that was in my hands. But alhamdulillah, this year, I've realized the impact that it already had on people, and I'm trying my best to double down on it.
Does the responsibility make you feel a little bit scared or maybe
Yes,
more
every single day,
encouraged?
there's a lot of traps that we fall into as content creators, such as riya, such as riya, takabbur. You know, so I'm always renewing my niyyah. I'm always making tawbah. I'm always saying, am I doing it for people or for Allah? Am I doing it for people? And check myself, kind of. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. What legacy do you hope to leave with your work?
The legacy that I would hope to leave with my work is, as I've said previously, the impact. I would love to see people outside, they meet me for the right reasons. Like, I love you, like this is what you have done to my religion, alhamdulillah. We have grown as a community, not just myself, but these people, to getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to having a better relationship with Him and ditching this dunya, which is temporary.
Okay, in today's digital world and digital age, how do you ensure that you're always updated and always on track with the revolving technologies on creation content on social media?
Yeah, so there's a lot of tools that have occurred recently, such as AI, and a lot of content creators such as myself are drawing inspiration from it. Specifically myself, I find this trap that people fall into. They let AI use them and they don't use AI, meaning whatever the chatbot of AI says, they put it in the videos and they spread it, and it doesn't sound natural. People pick up on it. But to draw inspiration, like for example, I'm doing these live streams every single day. I need like topics to know, to talk about in my content. I use AI to have an idea of like what is this topic about. I check the facts on the articles and Sahih, Hadith and whatnot. I prepare my notes and I use AI and not let it use me, specifically about AI.
Yeah, talking about topics, how do you pick your topics?
Depending on what I'm going through during the day. Like for example, yesterday's live stream was about Al-Qadr, destiny, because I was overthinking my future. But then I realized that sometimes that overthinking...
It's all written down.
Exactly, it's all written down, and that overthinking should be replaced with istighfar, for example. Yes. Istighfar is going to do a lot more for you than overthinking. And I just, you know, thought that this is a good topic to tell people, like your destiny has been written. Get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and everything is going to be settled.
That's a very beautiful piece of advice. Thank you, Imad.
You're very welcome.
Change your overthinking with istighfar. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, so what would your final advice be for the people who are watching us today, and Ramadan is coming up? Could you say a little something about that?
Yeah, I would say the same advice that I get. اتقوا سبحانه وتعالى. اتقوا الله. اتقوا الله سبحانه وتعالى في أعمالكم في خلواتكم. You know, in your secrecy, in your privacy, in your publicity, whatever you're at, ittaqullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the advice that I would give coming up to Ramadan, inshallah. And do some efforts, put some efforts in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and get close to Him slowly but surely so that you hit the ground running when you enter Ramadan, inshallah.
Ahmed, thank you so much for this enlightening ideas and conversation. Thank you for being with us today.
You're very welcome. I appreciate your invite, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Dear viewers, we have arrived to the end of today's episode from Success Path. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.